Today, I'm going to show you how I created the app, and we're going to get insights from our first beta test users. So without further ado, let's jump in where I'm going to show you how I did it. The first thing we did was we mapped out the project. We had a working framework, a working system of what we wanted the application to do from the standpoint of the philosophy and the psychology to underpin it. Now, I went over that in a previous video and I kind of touched lightly on it. So what we also need to do is we need to have other components to be part of the application that are going to act as different types of rewards in order to have people use the app more and more. We start with a simple game mechanic that rewards users for just coming onto the app, because before people use the app a lot, they have to come onto the app. So we leveraged something that the developer that I'm working with, my partner, had already done, which was using this cube to give people rewards. Now, in our case, we're using an orb, but similar idea. And so you push the reward and you get these points. So we're rewarding people for using the application. We're rewarding people for sharing the application, and we're rewarding people for increasing their level. In other words, going through our personal developmental program within this application. As you progress, what ends up happening is you're going to be able to earn a lot of things for free. Like you're going to end up being able to get the personality NFT for free and a bunch of other rewards that we're creating along the way. And so let's go over some of the screens. Like we have a mission screen, and then these missions are generic, but as this project evolves, we're going to narrow down these missions so they're focused on this dynamic of the person trying to achieve their goals using their personality traits and improve a specific area of their life. And so this is the direction that it's going to move into. Right now, the missions are very much about onboarding and learning how to use the application, and then doing stuff that is pro-social within the application. So we have connections, referrals, and then here we have stories like you in a nutshell, your most annoying habit, and so on. The AI agent, which is a dynamic part of this application. Here's the you in a nutshell. This is basically your results in 5 quick bullet points. And then you can ask AI questions about it. Now, one of the things we're doing is we're personalize everything. And the way we're personalizing is through this personality test. We're making it very appealing to take the personality test because this is like the core of it. And so anytime you take the personality test, you're getting a bunch of bonuses and rewards, and then you can share it with other people and then find out like how well you match with them. This is like a big component of it. And then you can find out what your relationship dynamic is. Now, something very interesting about relationship dynamic, I was putting together the algorithm on how compatible 2 people are. And one of the things that pops out is that there are 2 different scores really. So in the end, you end up having 3 scores. You have the overall compatibility between 2 people, which is a general number that both people could share as their overall compatibility. But then you also have the compatibility from each person's point of view. And we've all had this experience where we meet someone for the first time and it's like a really good fit for us, but maybe for them, they're lukewarm, or the other way around, where we're lukewarm, but then the other person's like really interested in us. When we have certain conflicts, for example, if we're really high in openness and really high in neuroticism, and we have this conflict between trying new things and being skeptical about trying new things and being afraid of trying new things, well, when we experience that within ourselves, we also experience it outside of ourselves. For example, if we meet someone that is going out and trying new things, it might trigger that same sort of resistance in us that our own personality trait of openness triggers. And so this is an example of that part of us being triggered. Now for the other person, that might not be a bother. And so for them, it might be a better fit. So we put those together and then we launched the app. But I want to show you something amazing. And that is how you can turn images like this into code. And I'll just try to do it right now on the fly. And I'll do it with a screenshot. Let's take a screenshot of the personality test itself. And let's take the screenshot. And we're going to try to create this screen right away. And this is where AI could really help. You can come over to WebSims AI, and this is how we made the orb, for example, within the game. A lot of these screens you can make this way. So you can upload an image. Now I'm going to give it an instruction. I told it to turn that screen into a personality test application. Now it's going to take that screen and it's going to start to generate their personality test. It's loading up a question. Here is the test, and it's basically using a lot of our pre-existing structure. So we can go to next, previous, I'm the life of the party. There's that first question, right? What we can do here is you can download the code. You get an idea of how powerful this simulation is. And so I think in the not so distant future, a lot of applications are going to be built this way. And now, last but not least, we created the MVP and we've been testing it like over the course of 3 weeks as it's been changing internally. We released it to our beta group a couple of days ago. We have about 184 users. Now, let's see where we go from here. So we want to get to 100,000 users. That was our goal, 100,000 users. And we want to do it in 100 days. So we need to get like 1,000 a day on average. But the only way for us to really be able to do this is to have a loop where people are sharing it with other people. We want 184 users to generate another 184 users. And right now you could see it's like 12. We need to improve the app. And this is where we're going to go back to the drawing board and iterate. If you want to try the app, I have links in the description. Also, if you want to chat, join the community, or follow up as I go deeper into some of these use cases and how we're doing some of this stuff, you can follow me on Substack. And don't forget to subscribe, click the bell. See you in the next one.